late model stars in the country compete for $10,000 to win on both Thursday and Friday, and an enormous $50,000 to win 75-lap main event on Saturday. The High Bank Heist, May 15th through May 17th at Eagle Raceway. For more info, visit eagleraceway.com. Let's go Lucas Oil Late Model Racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street.
Support Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach on Give to Lincoln Day. Your gift will be received by a portion of Lincoln Community Foundation's matching fund. Homelessness is a complex problem facing our community. By working together, we can find solutions. Your donation for Give to Lincoln Day moves us closer to ensuring that everyone in Lincoln has a safe place to sleep at night. Because of your generosity, hope lives here. Give anytime through May 29th at givetolincoln.com.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Several irrigation contractors in Lincoln go out of business every year, leaving sprinkler system orphans begging for service. The folks at Judson Irrigation shed a tear for these little fellas. They've been coddling these orphans for more than 40 years. From redesign, repairing, replacing, and restoring, remember the Judson Irrigation Orphanage.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Call the trial attorneys you can trust. 877-42-LIBERTY.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here. Summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnose all makes and models from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln, always honest answers.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in May. Try a pesto BLT or a pizza bagel for lunch. Also, enjoy a new energy fusion drink in a variety of flavors and get a caramel latte with 10% of all sales going to the Hope Venture. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward, Bagels and Joe.
Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
The end of the school year is drawing near, which means graduation parties are coming soon. Are you prepared for hosting? Führer's Cheese Spread is the dip that brings everyone together to celebrate graduations and the close to a great school year. And it goes well with crackers, meats, soups, and more. How could you consider throwing a party without it? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's Cheese Spread. No graduation party is complete without it.
Welcome to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska eSports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Friday, Husker Friday, and we are proudly sponsored by Doors Plus. If your garage door needs maintenance or need an entirely new garage door, give Cameron Hall and his team a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus is locally owned and handles everything residential or commercial garage doors, garage door openers, safety tune-ups, or custom design. Visit DoorsPlusLLC.com to learn more. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more. And before we kick off the show today, I want to send a huge shout out down to Douglas, Alabama. Lainey Duvall is graduating today from high school. So congratulations, Lainey. I'm very proud of you. And on to bigger and better college things.
I love it. I love it. I love it. AG, good morning from Houston, brother. What's the temp looking like there, bro?
We got 80 degrees and sun. I say mostly cloudy.
Nice. We are dealing with this. We're dealing with clouds right here too, man. It is. It actually sprinkled a little bit this morning, but it's still a beautiful morning out. We are sitting right now in the capital city at 66 degrees, 73 degrees for the high. Jackson, what's happening, my man?
Good morning.
What's been going on, man? It's been a couple weeks.
Nothing much. I was in Florida for a few days for Mother's Day with my beautiful, wonderful mother. I just got back this week. Back in Lincoln for the summer.
AD
going on. What's happening?
I turned on Ticket Weeknights one night a couple weeks back. I had to listen to Bears and Cowboys football talk for at least a good 40 minutes. I was texting into the show. I was like, make it stop. Make it stop. Pete's favorite show of the year.
Jackson, you're a huge Cowboys guy.
Yes.
We talked a little bit about the draft, but I don't think we've talked post-draft, have we? Since you've been here.
A little. I think we did one.
A little bit. So what do you think? Now I know we haven't talked about since Pickens went there.
We have not talked about it since.
So what's your thoughts on it, man?
I love George Pickens. I love George Pickens. I always have. Like, I'm not, because I know there's Cowboys fans out there that when we play them this year, they're like, what? When he was having his thing with Jordan Lewis.
Yeah.
I know. I always liked him. I'm like, a little bit of attitude brings a little, something that we don't have in the Cowboys room right now. A little bit of attitude. He's a great receiver. I also like the fact that we didn't overpay for him.
Yeah.
You give up a 3rd-round pick, and if he leaves in free agency, you get a compensatory pick back. So I just see it as a small little rental.
Thinking ahead.
I like that.
So I'm like, if he leaves, he leaves, but we got picks. So.
Yeah, we just gotta see if his attitude is right, though.
Hey, AG.
Jerry welcomed him his nap, so that's what I'm happy about.
AG, let me ask you this, man, because you've heard about Pickens already, man. I love the guy. I don't
He's
like
a hell of a player. But
he's a hell of a player. And AG, you think about him, okay? Because you think about he's playing for his contract this year with Dallas. So AG, with the mindset, we know his ability. The dude he's off the charts freakish.
Yeah, you're right. Good. He's good. But
his attitude, if he goes in with his attitude, if you had a talk, if you had 5 minutes, I'm gonna take it back. If you had 2 minutes with Pickens, what would you tell him?
I say, hey man, you got all the physicals. Let's get your mental. Keep your mental in the same place your physicals are. That's simple. Because as a GM, we make our decisions based on obviously one, the stats on the field, and then obviously if they have unfortunately stuff off the field or stuff that's on the field that is compared to being off the field, like how he reacts to flags or DBs covering him. Look, keep that you keep your mental just as tight as your physical, because I know you're gonna come in here and do what you're supposed to do. That's why we got you. We made the trade. But keep it all football, baby. Because if you do go down that road, we're gonna have a conversation, and it's not gonna be a fun conversation.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna have conversations with your coaches that won't be fun conversations. I know you're a grown man. Handle your business, but don't let your business handle you, where you have to have conversations with myself or your coaches. It's that simple. It's that simple.
Raff, let's say he was coming into the fold in Denver, and you're the GM there. What would the conversation you would have with him, knowing what you got in there? I know this is all hypothetical, at least for Denver. Like I said, Denver. Yeah. What would you say to him? I'm gonna come to you next, Jackson.
I don't know if it's so much the team as it is his agent. I mean, his agent's like, this is a huge year for you. You have a chance to make probably over $20 million a year if you have a great season. So you need to come in and mind your P's and Q's, because the NFL has shown lately, look at Antonio Brown, that you can have the world's most talent, but if you are an issue on the field or in the locker room, you're not lasting long in the NFL that much anymore. So it's one of those things. It's like, we know you're a freak on the field, but you need to mind your P's and Q's, do what you need to do, because you are on the verge. Because right now, I mean, look at Jamar Chase. What do you get, like $80 million guaranteed, something like that?
Yeah.
He has the opportunity to get in that vicinity if he has a great year with the Cowboys. So yeah, you want to be top notch, best football player, best person, and get that money, because this is a huge year.
Jack, he's now with your Dallas Cowboys. He compliments. I mean, if you're DB, if you're a secondary coach and defense coordinator, you're looking at CeeDee Lamb and Pickens on the other side. That is a scary thing to see in front of you. What is your advice? Like, if you're, it's kind of hard to say, but you're Jerry Jones. What's the conversation you're having with him?
That's not the greatest thing to hear. But
role playing, Jackson. Just role playing.
And that wraps up Cowboys talk.
I kind of like the agent talk, because I kind of agree with that. Agent. This is. He made it clear, like, hey, I'm not going to sign an extension before the season starts, because if he goes out and has a baller season, he's going to get more money than he would right now. It's just the truth. I think that's good advice. I've seen people being like, I don't know about that. Like, you trade for him, then he doesn't sign. Like, oh, what a diva. I'm like, if he goes and has a good year, he's going to get probably significantly more money than he would get right now. Like if he's going to be a 2 in Dallas, he's going to get T. Higgins money probably somewhere up there if he has a good season. So, I would just do what you can do on the field. Leave the off the field talk. Like show what you can do on the field.
Right.
What matters.
Yep.
So like, yeah, that's what really matters to me. Like as a fan to watch him is just what he does on the field. The off the field stuff, just leave it there. Don't talk too much. Just go and show what you can do. Go and show what you can do. Have a year.
What are you gonna say, Raffy?
I was just gonna say I'm really interested to see how he plays with Dak Prescott, just for the fact that Dak is not afraid to push the ball down the field, and that's something that he loves. He loves that. So it'll be fun to watch, Dak with CD and George Pickens. I mean, they have a chance to be very explosive on offense.
I look at what Pittsburgh lost with him. Just that you pick up Metcalf, obviously, who is a bona fide professional, has shown he takes care of business. We've seen that. My thing with Pittsburgh right now is who's going to be that other guy.
Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, well, yeah.
You mean receiver?
No receiver.
Somebody's going to have to step up on the Steelers roster, pretty much. Free agency is the time, when you get new players in and draft, all that happens, settles, all the dust settles, and then you're in that first mini camp. I always looked at it as this. Okay, we got the nice shiny car now. We bought it. Mini camp is the test drive because we don't know what you're going to look like until the real bullets start to fly. Okay, so right now we're just in helmets. So it all looks nice and shiny. But when we get to August, that's when the bullets come out. Well, it's different now. They barely hit in training camp. So it's going to be really coming September when those regular season games start. Even a few of the preseason games. When the preseason games start, preseason game number 2 is when most of the offense plays most of the game. That's what regardless of what he did last year or what any player's done last year, we're going to see what's going to happen in that second preseason game and then that first regular season game. Those are when the real, as we used to say, the real bullets start flying past your head. And AD, and Raff, you know what I'm talking about. When the real hits come at you. Right. What are you doing? How you react? We already seen, obviously, over his last several years in the league with Steelers, what he does when that real bullets are flying. But will we see everything, right? Will he keep, like we already talked to nauseum? Are we going to see the emotion side of it where he's actually hurting his team more than he's helping his team out there, reacting to a penalty, reacting to a DB holding him? Because as a receiver, you just might as well just let that go in Little League. You already know the DBs is going to hold the heck out of you from the time you leave the ball to the time you catch the ball. It's going to be one of those things. So I don't even know why when you're a receiver that annoys guys, right? Because I knew that every play a linebacker is going to thump me. So I need to get over it and go out there and play ball.
It's going to be, like I said, like you mentioned, AG, it's going to be when the bullets start flying, we're going to see where he's at from a mental aspect. So it's going to be interesting from that standpoint of who the Steelers bring in, whether that person's really on the roster. And quite honestly, I want to get you guys' opinion. I'm going to start with you, Jackson. Do you think Aaron Rodgers signs with the Steelers?
I won't think he signs with the Steelers until he actually signs with the Steelers. That's the way I feel at this point. Like, I'm
with Jackson on that, basically.
Just if you're gonna do it, do it. If you're not, let him know. Let him know that, like, hey, I'm not going to play football this year, or I'm retiring, or whatever it is. If he signs with them, great. He's probably most definitely better than Mason Rudolph now, in my opinion. But yeah, I don't know. It feels like I don't know what they're doing. Like, they're kind of dropping the ball. I mean, Will Howard though.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. Raff, what you think, man?
If Aaron Rodgers signs with the Steelers, you'll have Randall Cobb, Jordy Nelson.
Well, no, Jordy's done. I know that. Jordy is far. He's down in Kansas State. He's enjoying himself with his wife, his kids. He's butter. He is butter. Trust me, I've seen him several times since last season, and every time I see him, he's living his best life right now. So I know Jordy, if anybody, definitely. And I think Randall Cobb too. I saw him. I think he's commentating now or coaching or something like that. So again, living their best lives. So they're gonna be like, if A-Rod decides to hit him up on Instagram or text message, we'd be like, hey, bro, I'm good. I got you back from here. That's what they'll say.
Hey, AG and Jordy, he's a farmer, isn't he?
Yeah, like I said, he's down in Kansas State on his farm. Like when you post up on the farm, that you're sending the signals of I'm done with everything else. If it doesn't happen on the farm, It doesn't happen. If it doesn't happen in Kansas, it doesn't happen. Or if it doesn't happen in Wisconsin for Jordy's sake, it's not happening. That's the only two places I know where he's doing things, in Wisconsin and in Kansas, and Manhattan particularly. That's it. So,
well, I tell you what, it's going to be an interesting year. I'm excited for it. Well, again, folks, we got just an hour show today. You're going to have Nick Sainert. Will be calling the state games there in Omaha for baseball, so he'll be tuning in. He'll be chiming in about 10 o'clock. So we're just on for an hour today. There's going to be a lot of baseball there in Omaha. I think Austin is going to be helping him out too, won't he?
Yes.
Austin will be helping him out there as well. You guys, what time is our first break? I want to make sure we're on time here.
You guys got about, I don't even know, like 7 minutes ago.
While we got that, when we come back, we're going to keep on this topic, what the PGA real quick. But when we come back, men's baseball, huge win yesterday in Purdue. We're going to talk about that. Also, the women's game coming up in softball. They play UConn at 2, and UConn is the team that ruled Creighton. And Creighton is a heck of a team, and they ruled Creighton when they played them earlier this year. So UConn, Nebraska baseball, softball is going to have their hands full for sure. But the PGA, Raff, are you surprised that Jonathan Vegas is leading right now?
No, not really. I mean, he's always been one of those golfers. He gets hot, and you think, okay, he's on the verge of being so. But also, I'm not going to be surprised today if he ends up going 5 over.
He is at right now. He's through 13. He's +1 right now. Overall, he's -6. You got Terrell Hatton, who does not sniff the leaderboard too often. That's hanging out at. He's also tied for second. Cameron Davis, though. Do you guys know about Cameron Davis? Do you see? Because he's done this before.
Yep.
You know, it's kind of come out. He's got a great lineage, etc. He's done this before, and on the moving day, he's kind of moved on out the way as far as that goes. What do you see with Cameron?
Like I said, it's the same with Jonathan Vegas. I mean, golf is just one of those. You can get hot for those 4 days and put something together. I mean, but also too, they've got the past where you look at it and like they have great rounds, and you think, okay, they're on the verge of something, and then the bottom falls out. So it'll be interesting to see the Schefflers and the McIlroys today to see what kind of move they make to put them in position to go into the weekend.
We got a slew of guys that are tied at 5. You got Colin Morikawa, who's tied at 5, on 5th place. Michael Thorbjorsen, he's also tied for 5. Luke Donald. Luke is another one that's kind of sneaky, Raff, because he's one that he hasn't won a ton in the past number of years, but he's always been sniffing around.
Yep, he's a threat.
Adam Scott, of course, the Australians right there, former Masters champion. Ryan Fox is sniffing at T for 5. It's Max Homa is another one. Alex Smiley. And you mentioned Scheffler. Scotty Scheffler right now at this point. He doesn't tee off till later. Nope. But Scheffler, I want to make sure I know he's up there. Scotty, I think he's right. He's tied
he's -2 right now.
Yep, he's 2 under right now. He's tied for 27. There's a lot of guys. He's only 4. He's only 4 off the lead.
Early in the tournament.
Tons
of time.
So there's a ton of time with that. So that is the PGA Championship, ladies and gents. That is the leaderboard right now. That the notables, if you would, that is being played at Quail Hollow Club. Yardage on that course is 7,625 yards. So it's a stick for sure. So that's going to be interesting to see what happened when the morning guys get done. The afternoon kicks in about 6 p.m. tonight. See what that leaderboard looks like, because tomorrow is moving day in this major as far as that goes.
Separation.
Yes, it is. Absolutely. It is separation Saturday.
It's all mental.
Absolutely.
And they get that day. It's kind of like how the regular season goes in football, right? The season starts in September. In October, there's posturing, there's movement, there's pivoting because of injuries, because of schemes that are working or not working. And then come November, December, which is going to be tomorrow for these golfers. So that Saturday, it's going to be the day where, okay, we'll see the cream of the crop starting to rise. If it's going to be Scheffler, he's been here in this position before, so where he can make up ground on where he's at right now. And so we'll see if Ryan Gerard is about that life, basically, because it's going to be all mental for him. The physical is in for everybody, right? You're a professional. Physically, and can do everything properly. Now it's just going to be the mental. Can they get past if they got ghosts, if they're dodging things in their head, just like a quarterback coming in, a young guy, can that golfer get past mistakes? Because you're going to make mistakes in golf. We already seen it. We all play golf too. So if they could get past that, then they'll set themselves up for a victory come on Sunday.
Absolutely. that is being played at Quail Hollow Country Club, folks. That is located out in North Carolina. So they're right outside Charlotte. As far as that goes, private course, beautiful course, Bermuda grass. Dude, I suck on regular grass too. That Bermuda is tough for me. Just
see right there. See, you got to lose that, AD. You got to lose that. You got to be the best on Bermuda. You know, in the mental mindset, man. You got to be the best on Bermuda. I'm about to rule the Bermuda. I'm about to cut it clean and take everything. That's the mentality you got to have. That's what I was just talking about, AD, man. You can't have that negativeness, man. You got to kick it to the curb.
I go out there and I'm like, when I play on a Bermuda grass, I'm like, I'm gonna beat this. And then I see that ball.
You got to keep saying it.
Well, the song I get in my head.
You swing that putter or club to the time you hit the ball, you are saying, I'm gonna beat it. I'm gonna beat it. I'm gonna beat it. I'm gonna beat it. That's how you gonna beat it. Not saying, oh, I suck on Bermuda. That don't work. That don't help. Come on, AD. You better than that.
I gotta do better.
You gotta do better, baby.
Do you like that Bermuda grass down there where you're from, man?
I don't think the grass matters. I suck either way. So.
We're gonna
See, both of y'all. Exactly. You gotta take a master course. Building confidence with AG. Let's go.
I ain't no PGA.
You don't have to be PGA, bro. You don't have to be. You gotta have that quiet confidence. That quiet confidence out there, baby.
Eric, good morning to you, man. He goes, good luck with that diva AD. I think you're talking about Aaron Rodgers. Hey, Eric, we need all the luck we can in Pittsburgh, man. We're going to see what happens. Folks, somebody that needed a lot of luck, but it was more skill, a lot of skill yesterday with the men's baseball. We're going to talk about that because it was monumental what they did last night. Me and Raff were watching it like, we'll discuss when we come back, folks. We got Jackson holding it down for Nick that's out in Omaha. We got Rafferty in town. We got Ahman down in Houston. We're at 1040 O Street. Come grab some coffee. 93.7 a ticket. We'll be right back.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
Hey, I like your new car.
Thanks.
Could you stop at this coffee shop? I need a cup of joe.
Press that little red button.
Hey, an entire coffee machine just came out of your dashboard.
Yep.
More things should be built in, like the multiplier in Mega Millions from your Nebraska Lottery. It's one of the new enhancements to the game, along with bigger jackpots and better odds.
Oh, that coffee is a little strong.
Press the blue button.
What's that?
Cream dispenser.
$5 Mega Millions top prize odds, 1 in 290 million.
Yo, this is Flavor Flav, and I am coming at you with one of my flavor faves, Raising Cane's. Those hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce hit hard and gets your boy feeling right every time, just in time. Know what I mean? So when you're looking for flavor fast, order in a flash, online or on their app. Yeah, boy, Raising Cane's. One love.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Rain, snow, or shine, John Henry's is here to keep your home's plumbing systems working properly no matter what kind of weather Nebraska throws at us. From unclogging toilets and drains to installing new water heaters and water treatment systems, John Henry's is your plumbing expert in the Lincoln and Omaha communities. Visit us at calljh.com or call
John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Batter up! Join us this summer at Haymarket Park for 50 action-packed Salt Dogs games running now through August. Visit saltdogs.com for updates on everything you need to know about weekly promotions, giveaways, and special events. That's where you'll find the latest updates to make sure you catch all the excitement and never miss a homestand you want to attend. Haymarket Park is your ticket to fun all summer long. Visit saltdogs.com to get your tickets and unleash the fun.
Several irrigation contractors in Lincoln go out of business every year, leaving sprinkler system orphans begging for service. The folks at Judson Irrigation shed a tear for these little fellas. They've been coddling these orphans for more than 40 years. From redesign, repairing, replacing, and restoring, remember the Judson Irrigation Orphanage.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Looking to upgrade your baler this hay season? During the month of May, get 3.9% fixed rate for up to 60 months on used balers and windrowers at Landmark Implement. When you purchase pre-owned hay equipment at Landmark, know you're backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network with mobile techs and parts drop-off points to keep you up and running. Shop all used hay equipment online at landmarkimp.com or stop by your local Landmark dealer to experience the Landmark difference.
Make your move fun and easy with the help of Movers and Shakers. Movers and Shakers is homegrown, female-led, and ready to help make your transition to a new space as seamless as possible. They excel at residential and commercial moving jobs, as well as offer home cleanouts and junk removal services. Moving into a new place is stressful enough, so let Movers and Shakers ease the transition. Give them a call today at 712-899-6265 or book your move online at www.moversandShakersNE.com today.
Nebraska Veterans Aid is here for veterans and dependents facing unforeseen financial emergencies. Get assistance with food, fuel, shelter, clothing, transportation, and even funeral and medical expenses. If you're a veteran facing a financial emergency, apply for Nebraska Veterans Aid through your county veteran service officer. Learn more at veterans.nebraska.gov/NVA. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Gray on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. AD.
Yes, indeed. We got, of course, we got to talk about, my computer froze up here. Got to talk about Jack Russell because he keeps things rolling. We hung out with Jack for a little bit yesterday, Raffy.
Yes, sir, we did. Good dude.
What did Jack shoot yesterday, he said?
6 under.
He was 6 under?
No.
I was going to say, wait a minute. I was like, I'm not doubting Jack's golf
Maybe it was
skills,
like 4 over. I can't remember. I remember him saying it, but I was focused on the Nebraska baseball games. So.
Yes, indeed. Well, this segment is brought to you by Jack Russell, the Farm Bureau Financial Services, and Jack has been a well-respected representative since 1999. Protect your home, your vehicle, your family, or even your future. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100 or visit one of his 2 locations in Lincoln or in Seward and learn how Jack Russell, the Farm Bureau Financial Services, can help you. Also, we got to take care of our guy, David Freehoff, man, from Renew Auto. Raff, what do they do?
Everything.
Everything. Segment is brought to you also by our friends at Renew. Call or text Nate, Eric, or David at 402-833-3858 or visit Renew online at renewyourauto.com. From body shop, ceramic coatings, window tinting, spray in bed liners, paintless dent repair, rust proofing, and undercoating, and so much more. So give Nate, Eric, or David a text today or call at 402-833-3858 or learn more online again at renewyourauto.com and see what Renew can do for you. Raff, AG, Jackson, I'll tell you what the Husker men's baseball team did for us last night that made us think, what in the heck is going on at first? They were down 8-0.
Oh, yeah.
Raffy, what did you say to me when we were sitting there? When they were just, it seemed like Purdue was just hitting balls left and right.
Going to be a long day, AD. Going to be a long day.
Guys, AG, it was their largest comeback since 2010. Up 11-9, they won at Purdue on Thursday night. They're at Alexander Field in West Lafayette, Indiana. AG, they trailed 8-0 after 3 innings, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, that type of baseball, when you happen early, you just know, okay, they got their bats lively early. But as a player, you're in there, you just kind of let's just chuck away. Let's just swing back at them, do the same thing. We got a lot of baseball left because it's 3rd inning, like you mentioned. And so, you got 5-6 innings to go. So let's focus. Don't even look at the scoreboard, just play out, basically. That's how the mindset you got to have out there. Been in those situations on the baseball diamond and the football field. So it's just something to where the players got to just key on the fundamentals of what they already do. Keep those tight, hitting the ball, getting the ball in play. Defense, making sure you're keeping the errors low. They only had 1, which was good. So that definitely helped out their process to make the comeback and get the victory.
AG, what you said, which is key, what he said, Ralph, is not looking at the scoreboard. And when you're down that many innings, yeah, you did.
Yeah, we can do that, Ralph. Yeah, we can look at the scoreboard, not the players or the coaches. I will say the coaches, yes, because they got to come up with strategy if they're going to start changing batters in the order, maybe. So there you go.
It was their biggest comeback since 2010 against North Dakota State, March 30th, when they came back from a 10-run deficit. Raff, they had 11 runs on 14 hits. That's something I said to you last night. I said, that is a great numbers right there. 14 hits, 11 runs out of that. Raff, when they kept coming back, your mentality, you seen the scoreboard, and it was kind of like, oh boy. What shocked you the most besides the obvious?
I think the big thing for me was the way the bullpen stepped up and the use of the bullpen. Clark, Bender, Clevenger, Crystal, Broderick. I think I told you that also. I was so impressed just the way Broderick came in and closed the door. They kind of had that opportunity where they got a guy on base and you're like, just get the ball over the plate. Let the defense make the play. Defense made the play. They get out and they clinch a spot in Omaha, and the city of Omaha takes a big sigh of relief and goes, ooh, we're going to have some crowd in Omaha.
Johnny Courtly goes for a guy that does speaking engagement in the power of positivity. Really, Bermuda grass. I got to talk to myself quite a bit, John. And John, I hope that BP is well taken care of for you this weekend at your doctor visit. Dylan Carey was 2 of 4 with the homer, 3 RBIs and 2 runs scored. Caden Brumbaugh, Raff, I thought did a great job last night, man. He had 3 runs, drove in 3 runs. Was 2 and 6 for the night with a double. Silva, Overbeek, Sanderson. Right, Jackson, it was a collective effort by the Nebraska team yesterday. And I think what AG said was key, is not looking at the scoreboard. Of course, like you said, the coaches got to everybody else, but the players got to say, you know what? If they did that in 3 innings, we can do the same dadgum thing, and that's what they did.
I love it. That was so awesome to watch because I got into work yesterday about what time was it, like 6. So they were kind of starting to get there, but they hadn't gotten there, and I was like, okay, well, we'll see what happens. And as the night went on, I was like, oh, okay. It was just good to see them fight back. Yes. Like when you're cornered like that, down 8-0, you could give up.
Yes,
you 1000% could just be like, you know what? Let's just run out the rest of the game. And we'll win tomorrow. We got the rest of the series. They didn't. They came together and they just. I have this article pulled up here from the Daily Nebraska.
Yes, please.
I love this because I was going through. I love this quote from Will Bolt. He said there was nothing sexy about that game except for the fact that we were unbelievably competitive, tough, and intense to come back in that game. He said chasing 8 runs on a Friday night, their left-handers rolling, and we strip them down.
Hello.
All right. I love, you look at the Big Ten standings now. Of course, you got Iowa 1, Oregon at 2, UCLA tied at 2, USC's at 4. You look at mine, right? You see that right there? Yeah, absolutely. Yep. You got Washington at 5, Michigan at 6, Indiana at 6 as well. Nebraska edges back up there, Raff.
Yeah.
Like you mentioned, last night's win was huge because, Purdue for a while there, I mean, they were on the cusp. They have to win this weekend.
Yeah.
They're in a must-win situation because you got Michigan State at 12-16, Maryland 11-17, and Purdue now drops 10-18. Minnesota's gone. Ohio State is gone. But you look at this right now, Northwestern is another one we were kind of worried about. So we separated ourselves with that win last night.
Yep.
You got to finish the job, though.
Yep, finish the job. And now you're playing for seeding. You're hoping you can, edge ahead of Penn State there and just get a better seed.
Mm-hmm.
And then remember they're doing pods this year. So
that's right.
So you want to get in the easier pod, I guess you would say. So
you mean pool play?
Yeah. So you start out with 3 pods, and they play, and then it'll move on to
Gotcha.
AG, you think about Purdue right now. Jackson, why don't you on deck to answer this after AG does? AG, you got a chance. Purdue was a team that was fighting, and they're going to keep fighting.
Yeah.
But getting them in the stomach early, because from a psychological standpoint, to know you were up 8 at home and end up losing, you gave up 11 unanswered runs.
Yeah.
What is the thing? I'm going to take them both ways, AG. What are you saying if you're Purdue's coach? What are you saying if you're Will Bolt?
Purdue's coach is basically, we can't we can't get complacent when we get ahead. Maybe we didn't. We just got a little bit outplayed. That's about it. Because you never know where every player's mindset is at. But I say for a basic standpoint, make sure, don't get complacent. Don't get comfortable with the lead. We got to keep hitting the ball. We got to keep playing hard. From a Will Bolt standpoint, in terms of our Huskers, is look what we can do when we're focused, locked in. We got everything kind of working with us. Because one thing I want to point out, shout out to Monty's son Drew Christo, coming, improving the 2-2, but then he's probably had the lowest run average from all the pitchers that I mentioned a few weeks ago. We're talking about leaning on the pitchers, like finding guys, and not finding guys, but when you get a chance, start those guys in the right position, because a lot of it's just mental. Get past the mental first, and you could then play how you want to play. And right now, if I'm a part of this coaching staff, I'm like, you know what? We just throwing the regular season out the window and just worry about the games that are in front of us right now. We know what we've done in the past. It wasn't the prettiest picture, but we still got a lot of good baseball in front of us. If we keep winning, then we'll be in the position we need to be. We just need a chance. If you give us a chance, then we're going to go in there and have fun, make the best of it. But we got to continue to play hard baseball right now.
And another thing, too, I was going to say is we've got the comeback in our holster. We don't have to use it every single game. We kind of a little bit back to basketball season when we had all those comebacks and we're kind of living on that. If I'm Nebraska today, I want to jump ahead of them early and put them out early in the game. I don't want to live on always having to come back from eight runs down.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If I'm the Purdue's coach, I'm just telling him don't get too comfortable. That's just the basis. Don't get too comfortable, because it's pretty evident that they got a little comfortable last night and they let that 8-run lead go. So, and if I'm Nebraska's coach, I'm telling them to just keep the same energy. Don't get overconfident. Like, keep where you're at. You guys played phenomenal last night. If you can come back down from 8-0, you guys can get up 8-0 and stay there.
Exactly.
So that's what I would say if I'm Nebraska. Just keep up the same energy. Roll into today's game with the exact same energy.
Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
That's basically it. Keep it simple at this point in time, because everybody's on pins to needle. Why? Because you're trying to get your spot, your seeding, all that positioning and posturing that has to go on by winning and losing right now. So don't worry about that. Just play ball, because we'll let us as the coaches worry about that. We worry about the roster, how to do the lineup, who's in the pitching rotation. Let us worry about that. Players, just go out there and play. Y'all know what y'all doing. We're in the 40th, 50th game of the season. Trust me, you know fundamentally what you need to do. Go do that. We'll figure out everything else as a coaching staff.
In the words of the great Jake Taylor, might as well go out and win the whole stinking thing.
Exactly. What's that?
Well, the Lady Huskers are also they're gonna play today at 2:00. They're in Baton Rouge. They're going to play against UConn. But before we get to them, Jordy Ball named in the top 10 finalists for Player of the Year.
Not surprised.
She was named by USA Softball and ESPN Collegiate Player of the Year. They announced on Wednesday that she was in there. This is the third time Ball has been named the top 10 finalist for the award, which is absolutely phenomenal. Mind blowing when you think about it. She was on that list in 2022 as well as 2023 when she was at Oklahoma. She's one of 3 Big Ten players that made the top 10 list. Oregon's Lindsey Grine and UCLA's Jordan Worley. She was also a finalist. And, you think about, she comes back, a Papillion native. She comes back home Raff, how big has she been? And AG, I want you to answer this as well. How big has she been for Nebraska as far as leadership?
Oh, to me is she was saddled with the pressure of the entire state. I mean, when Jordy Ball was coming back to Nebraska, she, I believe, has lived up to, if not exceeded, the expectations of what Nebraska put upon her. And that's saying a ton. And we always talk about it. Like, I always harken back to the Tommy Frazier days. Tommy came to Nebraska. You just felt kind of like the Daubers of Nebraska football lift. I mean, we were a great football team before that, but it just felt like there was something there that brought it to a whole nother level. Jordy Ball, Nebraska softball was no slouch when she got here, but her coming here, it just lifts that team up even more. So it's, I feel like they're one of the most dangerous teams. If they can take care of business this weekend, they're going to be really dangerous, whichever super regional they attend.
AG, Ball is the first Husker in school history to record 15 doubles and 15 home runs in the same season. She became the sixth Husker to record 50-plus runs, hits, and RBIs in the season. And AG, she's the dadgum pitcher.
I know, and I'm smiling from ear to ear, man. I love it because I played baseball, so I always knew in the back of my head, like, why don't pitchers do more? They could do, this, that, and the other because I've seen some pitchers that was on the teams I grew up playing on in Little League and stuff do that. And so when I see this now at pretty much the college level to pro level, because we see it with Shohei Ohtani out in LA doing it, and now we got Jordy doing it at the college level, that it's just, to me, it's like, why not do it? Right? What are the requirements? You don't have to, just because you're a pitcher don't mean you just pitch. You go out there and hit the ball, you do whatever to help your team win beyond throwing strikeouts. And she's done that. Having an ERA of 157 right now is amazing. The doubles and hits and then the home runs on top of that. So what she is to, her team is more than a leader. She's a multiplier. So she multiplies everybody's confidence within themselves as an individual player. So if you got one person that's already playing at that level, she's going to bring everybody up, and everybody's going to have the same confidence because they already know they got somebody that's out there doing their best. So you know what? Why won't we do our best to do this? Support each other, because then this team will flow down the season, the regular season, the way they have been getting wins and all that. You just got to be ready for when you get into these, get into the tournament, where they're in the tournament. But I mean, the bigger one in terms of the College World Series stuff for the ladies, that's when you really lock in, because obviously you're going to be playing against just as much powerhouse teams as you are, so you got to just be ready for that and be ready to play ball. And like I said about the men, let the coaches, be responsible for certain things, out there, in terms of pitching rotation, batting roster and stuff like that. And then the players, hey, Jordy and the crew, go out there and keep doing what you're doing. We'll worry about all the other stuff. We'll argue with the ump if we need to. You go out there and hit that ball, pitch that ball like you've been doing all season long.
They faced UConn 35-17. They had an automatic berth because they won the Big East tournament. They were 3-0 in that tournament, outscored their opponents, gentlemen, 35-9. Outscored them. Bats are fiery. They're 35-17 on the season. And the thing about it, the Huskers and the Huskies, speaking of UConn, they shared 3 common opponents in Ohio State, Tennessee, and Creighton. Nebraska went 3-2 against that trio, while UConn went 4-5. Raff, they're pretty much even. Obviously, this, you look at their overall records. You look at the trio; they played the same, 4-5. With them, we were 3-2. What's your expectations for them today? I'm gonna ask you this: who is the X driver besides the obvious?
Man, my big thing is get the lead early. Don't chase. Get the lead. Put the pressure on UConn early. Don't let the innings build up to the fifth and sixth inning and have to, like they were against UCLA.
Yes.
Get the lead early. Don't put that pressure, because sometimes hitting you start to feel that pressure when you're down 2 runs and you only have 6 outs remaining. It's like, so get that lead, play with the lead, put the pressure on UConn.
AG, Nebraska, before we go to break, I want to get you this interpretation, get your spiel on this. 2025, this team that first in school history with 98 home runs, 202 extra base hits, 420 runs on the season. AG, how is it, and kind of piggyback off Raff, how critical is it for Nebraska's bats to get hot early?
It's priority number one, just as well as the pitching. I mean, when you go into every game, you want your bats lively. You want to make sure the hitters that that can place balls in certain areas. If you got a lefty batter that could hit it over into left field, opposite field. You want that all going on at the start of the game. If they got a moderate pitching staff, then you put that, like Raff said, it's perfectly said. You put that pressure on that pitching staff. Even if you have a good staff and they get behind still, but they'll have bigger confidence to come back and start throwing the pitches they need to do. But still, you send messages early in the game, right? You want your big hitters to make the big hits right away, because then that team will then get settled down and be like, oh, we got a game going on here. Like, oh, we got to play. And so send those messages early. I mean, even on the base path, you get batters on the base path early. If I'm a coach, right, we taking every base we can right now. We're going to manufacture runs along with the hits. If we got one person on first base, we're going to, by the end of this bat, you're going to be on third, if not scoring. So that's what we're going to work on from a coaching standpoint. We're going to make sure we're taking bases. We're going to put all the pressure we can in the innings 1 and 2 and 3 till 4, 5, and 6, or I'll say later in the game, 6, 7, and 9. Even if it goes that far, we don't have that pressure on, and we're in a position that we're going to win, and we'll be satisfied with our victory, or satisfied with our gameplay.
Before we go to break, folks, Hizzle Bear, what's up, brother? He goes, happy Friday to you as well. She's a mini Jenny Finch.
Oh, yeah, and I'm saying this right now. Mark it down, listeners. Jordy Ball will hit a home run today.
I tell you what, Old Dad 34.
I love it.
Is Jordy Ball's the player of the year, in my opinion. And I tell you what, Old Dad 34, this is besides the bias, of course, we have, but it's just true. You look at the numbers, you take the name away, she's right there. Folks, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit of NBA, and we got the RGT attitude adjustment with last words from AT, and that will be it on this hour show. But you definitely want to stay. Nick is going to be calling state baseball from there in Omaha. Austin will join him later as well. But we'll be right back. It's The Drive, 937 Ticket.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? Do you need a lawyer you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion? The attorneys at Liberty Law understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Contact us for a free consultation by calling 877-42-LIBERTY. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help get you the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Liberty Law Group. Trial attorneys you can trust.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with Taco Night on Mondays or Whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Hey there, fellas. It's your girl Jordan with Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Let's talk about trading up. Not what you're thinking. You could never trade her in, but you can trade up her stone if you like. Signify the growth of your love, the challenges you have overcome, or any part of your love journey by trading up her diamond. Whether it's been 5 years, 25 years, or 50. Say it with a bling. Big love, big bling. We got you. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
I got to see my brother get married.
I would have missed my dad's birthday.
Because I wore my seatbelt, I had the privilege of being part of his special day.
I got to go home and see my family again.
Does it click yet?
Brought to you by NDOT Highway Safety Office.
I would have never had the chance to see my daughter become a doctor.
I was able to go to my brother's graduation.
I wouldn't have adopted my first pet.
And then it clicked. My seatbelt saved my life. Does it click yet?
Brought to you by NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Gainett Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gainett Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
At Planet Fitness, we're declaring it. This is the year of getting stronger, and you can get started now by saving when you join today. We have all the best-in-class equipment you could ever need, and you can work out your way on your time at any convenient location near you. Most open 24 hours. So let's do this. Join Planet Fitness today and save. Just $1 down, $15 a month.
Find your nearest club and join today. Deal ends Friday, May 16th.
See Home Club for details.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Gray on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket, wrapping up another show. Just saw the man, the myth, the legend, David Frioff.
Yes.
Unbelievable. Looks amazing.
First time you've seen it since January.
Since January. It was unreal. Well, what's he say? He's lost like 60 pounds or something like that?
He's right. I think he's like 50. He's right basically at 60.
Yeah. I was like, holy good gracious.
Totally
amazing.
Different, man. Totally different. Folks, we're going to have a very quick segment. We want to get things kicked out. Tomahawks, Nick out there. Raff kind of gave the RGT already. And I'm just going to say the attitude adjustment today is, you know what? My dad would always say, be kind or be quiet. It was real simple. He said on my socials, I posted on Instagram, I posted a video of my dad, a little quick clip of him singing a song, man, when he was a pastor of a church, and it just brought my heart joy this morning. Listening to my dad. I know the ancestors, mom and dad are beaming, a lot of family coming to town. My sisters are flying in. The first time all of us have been together in 2 years since we cleaned mom and dad's place out. So it'll be an emotional weekend for sure. And you know, the thing about it, AG, Jackson, and Raff, I said, I'm going to be present and enjoy this time and not mourn those who are gone, but celebrate those who are here and celebrate their lives with this beautiful event tomorrow. Keenan, my son, I couldn't be prouder of Keenan. Davis, of course, and Maddie LeBlanc will be married tomorrow. She's going to be an amazing daughter-in-law. It's going to be a beautiful event. I'm just thrilled. I'm just thrilled, man. And I'm grateful. And I thank God for it all. You know, like I said, I'm excited to see my sisters and just family. So, and my father, that kindness thing, my father always said, be kind and be quiet. So I'm excited for all the smiles and the laughter and the memories that'll be made tomorrow. And it's not hit me yet, fellas, that I'm like, man, this dude's going to be married tomorrow, man. But crazy proud of him. Great family. Of course, Dennis LeBlanc. I've known Dennis, you know, me and AG, we've known him since, you know, we've known him longer than we haven't known him, you know, 18 years old. Was when I first met Dennis. No idea that my future son was going to marry his daughter. And I'm sure he didn't either.
Surprise.
Without Dennis and Keith Zimmer, there's a very good chance I wouldn't have even graduated from university as far as that goes. But I'm thrilled that our families are coming together tomorrow. It's going to be a beautiful, blessed event. So I'm excited about that. Odette, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you much. We're thrilled and we're grateful for it, man. AG, any last words, my man?
No, my mom used to say the thing. If you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say it at all.
Don't say it at all. That's right. Raff, take us on home, my man.
All right, everyone. Have a great Friday. Be sure to turn into Nick Sainert, voice of baseball. Amazing man. Great person. Nick, have a great day calling baseball. Everyone else, be nice to each other.
And it's good to see you back this week. Perhaps a couple of days.
Oh,
brother.
I missed you too, little AD. All right, everyone. Have a great weekend. See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in May. Try a pesto BLT or a pizza bagel for lunch. Also, enjoy a new energy fusion drink in a variety of flavors and get a caramel latte with 10% of all sales going to the Hope Venture. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward, Bagels and Joe.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here, summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnose all makes and models from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln, always honest answers.
Tailored Landscapes is actively preparing for spring. Things like new tree orders, getting equipment ready, and training staff to serve you the best they can. If you haven't already planned, now is the perfect time to figure out a maintenance plan for your yard. Tailored Landscapes is on the brink of spring cleanups for all their existing